strategy, tactics, and most importantly, this is where you get your questions answered. And for those who don't know, your ass better call somebody. Not there. It's me today. I'm yours truly, Coach Beast, coming at you guys. Hope y'all like the new intro music on the show. I want to welcome you guys to the Beast Pod. So be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have a big like goal today. If we hit 50 likes on the show today, guess what's going to happen? We're giving away the big kahuna today, the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle today. So be sure to hit that like button if we get 50 likes on the show. If we get 50 likes on the show, we will be giving away a copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle today. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody feeling? Again, if you're new to the show, put new. I want to give you a shout out, show you some love. If you are new to the show, what's up, Coach Jones, Coach Cleve? What's going on, Coach Ken? I see you, brother. Welcome to the show. Coach Woods, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Let's see who else we got. Coach B in the house. Welcome to the show. He's been here about 15 minutes early. Shout out to you guys. So for those of you who don't know, you know, we didn't have a show Tuesday because I was under the weather, and quite honestly, I'm still sick and under the weather. And not to mention, I'm also injured. I'm dealing with a nagging injury, like a hip injury that's shooting down my leg. You know, I kind of think it's my sciatic nerve a little bit. You know, and when you have compound illnesses and just things are going on, you try to fight it as much as you can, but then you get to the point where you're like, man, as much as you want to go, like, you just can't sometimes. And, you know, Monday I was sitting here and wasn't feeling good. And what's up, Coach Mac? Hope you're doing good, brother. Welcome to the show. You made it, brother. You made it. Coach Chris, what's up? I see you, brother. But, you know, Monday I was feeling like crap. And Miss B said, look, you're going to have to cancel the show. Like, you just going to have to do it. And as much as I didn't want to, I made the executive decision to cancel the show on Tuesday to try to recover. And then when Tuesday came around, I'm glad I did cancel because I felt like crap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to like recover. I'm probably at about 65, 70% today. But the show must go on today. So if y'all ready to get the show on the road, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Can I get a hell yeah? We got a good one today. Shout out to Uno on TikTok. He said he is new to the show. He is new. Shout out to Uno. Shout out to Coach P in the house. He says he is new to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody that's new to the show. And look, don't be shy, man. We are a brotherhood. We are a family over here, man. We love and support one another over here on the Beast Podcast. So let me pay a few bills real quick before we get the show on the road. And then I'm going to introduce the topic, and we're going to get our clinic segment started. All right. We're going to get the clinic segment started. All right. Celebrate America's 250th birthday with 50% off any playbook or bundle all month long. Whether you're looking to dominate with the wing tee plus gun tee offense, shut down with the 4-4 Reaper defense, or upgrade your entire program with the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle, now is the time. Use discount code FREEDOM50 at checkout to get 50% off. This is your year to dominate and take souls like a beast. And again, guys, right now, you can get any playbook or bundle in my playbook store for 50% off. Choose whatever you want, right? Choose whatever you want, but at checkout, use discount code FREEDOM50. Put it all together. Don't separate it. Put it all together Freedom 50, and you get 50% off any bundle. All you got to do is scan the QR code on the screen, or you can go to my link in the description or link in the bio if you're watching on TikTok. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So, listen, guys, this is going to be a good show. This is going to be one of those. This is going to be one of these real shows, right? Where I'm being really like direct, but I because I always have a goal going into each show, right? And that goal always changes based on the topic. So today we're talking about how to deal with politics in youth football. So my goal for you today is I want to help you overcome adversity that you will deal with via politics in youth football. Because I'm here to tell you, if you coach for any amount of time, you're going to run into it, okay? Some kind of shape, form, or fashion, you're going to run into it. And so I want to equip you guys on how to deal with politics in youth football. Let me know in the comments, how many of you guys have dealt with politics in youth football already? I want to know. Let me know if you already dealt with it, whether it's with board members, whether it's with your coaching staff, whether it's with parents, whether it's with, volunteers. Coach George on TikTok says, I'm dealing with it right now. You see what I'm saying? We talk a lot about what's the biggest problem in youth football right now, right? And the vast majority of you guys are going to say parents, which I don't disagree with that, okay? I don't disagree with that at all. But what I will say is the one thing that we don't talk about enough is politics in youth football. To me, politics in youth football is one of the most detrimental things that run away good coaches. I'm going to say that again. Politics in youth football. You know what? I'm going to say this. Politics in youth football is the number one thing, in my opinion, that run away good coaches. Because, yeah, parents, of course, aggravate and annoy and run away coaches. But when you're dealing with politics, you're dealing with board members, if you got them, parents, your coaching staff, your assistant coaches. If you are an assistant coach, you may be dealing with your head coach. You know what I'm saying? And it creates a lot of drama. League officials, presidents. It can become a real big headache. So my goal today is to help you guys know how to handle that and overcome it, all right? So let's get to it, guys. So the number one thing, guys, I really want to help you with is knowing how to kind of mitigate the risk of having a negative or bad experience with your league, okay? And I'm going to be telling some stories and all of this stuff because I'm telling you, I've dealt with politics. I consider myself pretty good at dealing with it, but I don't like dealing with it, okay? I'm kind of a straight shooter. I'm a straight shooter, and I don't like bullshit. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. So the number one way to deal with politics in your youth football league is to build relationships before problems. Okay, build relationships before problems. Okay, the number one thing I would do is get to know your league president. You need to build a relationship with your league president because I'm here to tell you that if your league president and the board members are on your side and they know your character and they know who you are, it's going to help you if you run into problems with either your coaching staff, with parents, etc. Okay? So literally, guys, for me, I make it a duty to communicate with my league president. I will sit and talk with them. As a matter of fact, with our league president, I have lunch with them. I sometimes I do random pop-up. It just, hey, just, I'm on this side of town, just wanted to see how y'all doing. Right? Like, you got to show them that you value them and you care. Okay. And I understand like every league is different. Like, when I was coaching in the rec league, they work at the rec center. So I can just pop up. I know some of you guys, y'all don't have that option. But what you can do is make sure you have the number of the league president, get the number of board members, build those relationships. Let them get to know you, because I'm here to tell you, if anything that, can go wrong, will go wrong, you want the league president and board members on your side. Okay? Super important. And then what you want to do, guys, is support league events. If there's special things going on in the league, participate. Be a part of the process, Now, mind you, with my programs, usually we do our own events more than even the league. Okay. Like, our league really didn't do that many events per se. So we did our own and we let the league know what we're doing. And they were very impressed about what we were doing. We set that standard. We set that precedent. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes if your league is not doing anything, do your own stuff. Right? Do your own stuff. Now, let's say, for example, though, if you are in a league where they're very community oriented, they're doing different stuff. I don't know, trunk or treats and Easter egg hunts and stuff for the 4th of July or whatever. Get a part of that stuff. Not saying you got to do every single, be a part of every single event, but you want to be active, letting them know that you care. This is all a part of character building, right? This is all a part of setting a precedent and building relationships. Y'all got me. Okay. Very important. And this last one is it's a catch-22, but I want y'all to get me on this. Okay. Never make board members your enemy. And I put there often volunteers trying to do what's best for the league. I mean, that's very true, but I will say this. Whether you got a board member who's all in it for their kid, all in it for themselves, you don't want to make an enemy with your board members. Now, it does not mean that they won't make an enemy out of you. Okay? And that's out of your control a little bit. Because you have people not like you just because of who you are. You know what I'm saying? You'll have people don't like you because you wearing green. You wearing green on a Thursday. They're like, why are you wearing a green on Thursday? I don't like him. Something about him I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or they say, man, I don't like that shirt. Y'all don't know if y'all noticed this shirt. My wife beats me. They say, man, why he wear that shirt? I don't like him. There's something about him I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like I will wear this shirt, and because people got trauma, or maybe y'all got a board member where their wife literally beats them. They don't like you. They don't like you because you're wearing that shirt. People will project their biases and their negativity on you, based on their trauma and the things that they've been through in their life. You know what I'm saying? So your job as the coach is to try to follow peace with all men, be positive, be friendly, and don't give them a reason not to like you. Okay? Now, if they just don't like you, okay. Kick rocks. Go and eat some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? That's out of your control. Y'all got me. So I hope y'all getting value so far. If you are, be sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel again. If we hit 50 likes today, I'm giving away a free playbook, giving away the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. Literally, all 22 of my playbooks and drill books, 700 plus plays, absolutely free. So let's make sure we hit those 50 likes today so we can give away some playbooks. And of course, if we go past 50, every 10 likes, so we compound it, every 10 likes, we give away another free copy. So we go from 50 to 60, we'll give away another one. 60 to 70, we give away another one. All right. Right now, the likes are kind of low. We at 16 right now. We kind of low. Now, if you are watching on TikTok and you're getting value and you want to be a part of this playbook giveaway, come on over to the YouTube side, okay? Just look up Coach Beast. You will see us live on the show. And also, you'll be able to see the diagrams and all of that good stuff, and you'll be a part of the giveaway. So come on over to the YouTube side. All right. So let's get to point of order number 2. And again, guys, y'all bear with me. Y'all going to hear my voice kind of crack a little bit here and there. I'm just not 100% today, but we're going to work through it. So number 2, you want to handle conflict like a professional. Handle conflict like a professional. Well, Coach Beast, how do you handle conflict like a professional? Okay, glad you asked. So number 1, you never want to argue with your parents, your board members, in front of players or spectators. Please, please, please don't do that. Okay? And look, I'm here to tell you, I've been guilty of getting into it with, a parent before in front of spectators. I think I've probably done it in front of players. Okay? It's not nothing that I've been proud of, but I've done it in the past. Okay? But what you want to do, you want to handle these things like a professional. Okay? What you want to do, listen first. Then you respond with facts. Okay? Not with emotion. Now, I got rules, and then this is how you handle this situation. This is how you handle these kind of situations. The crazy thing, y'all, is that at the worst time ever, that's usually when a parent or somebody says some crap that they shouldn't say. You lost a close game. You lost the game, with 30 seconds on the clock. You threw a Hail Mary. Your player caught the ball, hit them in the hands, and then they dropped it. You lost the game. After the game, the parent come to you, Coach Beast, why my son didn't get in? What, man, get out of my face, bro. like this is the wrong time, right? Or maybe you just lost, I don't know. Again, you just lost a close game. You're upset, you're mad at yourself, and then you got a parent running up to you saying, hey, you should put my son at quarterback. Why is it my son at quarterback? Man, what? This is not the time or the place to talk to me, right? Why didn't you run this play? Why didn't you run that play? This is when you are going to get tested as a coach. In the times where you are the most emotionally vulnerable as a coach, you need to set default rules and plays that's going to help you. Okay. My default rule is I do not talk about the game or the players to parents, not even my coaches, into 24 hours. I need my emotions calm, right? I need to get grounded. I need to reflect. I need to calm down, right? Let me ask y'all this in the comments. And I want y'all to be real with me now. Y'all know we like to be real over here on the Beast Pod. How many of you guys are hotheads? How many of you guys are hotheads? In other words, how many of you guys can get triggered and be ready to just go off, be ready to fight? Like, be honest with me. Same with y'all TikTok fam. Be honest. How many of you guys are hotheads? Just put me in the comments. Put me. There we go. Coach Ken said me. And some of y'all assholes don't lie. Some of y'all over here like priests, like nuns. Ooh, I gave my life to Christ, and He changed my life. And I'm here to tell you, I used to be a brawler. Now I'm a saint. No, you're still in you a little bit. Them certain buttons get pushed. You already know. You already, come on. We being real over here, right? So I got a rule. I do not talk about the game, a player, nothing until 24 hours. I see you, Coach Cleve. Coach Cleve said 0 to 100. That's a saying I got, man. Like stupid stuff trigger me, right? Like if somebody say some stupid stuff at the wrong time, it will take me 0 to 100. But this is a part of the process, guys. Knowing yourself, knowing what you can tolerate and not tolerate. And look, if you're not a hothead, man, God bless you. God bless you, man. You are awesome. Me, look. It's in my blood. It is in my blood, y'all. Like we got some coin. My last legal name is Whitehead. And we got something called Whitehead Rage in my family. and you don't want to deal with Whitehead Rage. I'm telling you. It is called family members to be incarcerated and people to get obliterated. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there, right? So you got to know yourself, and you have to put guardrails in front of yourself so you don't make a mistake that you will regret later. Okay, y'all got that? And this goes to point of order number 3. Pick your battles, guys. Pick your battles. Sometimes protecting your reputation is more important than winning the argument. Now, I will say this. I don't really like to argue. I like to shut down arguments, which is probably worse, okay? I don't like to argue with people. I will say something that will take your soul. Y'all know we soul takers over here, right? We're soul takers. I will take a soul fast. And that's something that I became really good at, like not doing though, over the years. So let me give y'all an example. Let me give y'all an example. I'm trying not to laugh because y'all know me. Y'all know I say crazy shit all the time. All right. So let's say you just lost the game. And you tough loss, you upset, you talk to your team or whatever. And then, a mom will come to you and say, hey, why didn't my boy get the ball the last play of the game? I just feel like you need to do better as a coach. They may say something like that. And you can easily snap back, right? You can easily say, well, I think you need to do better with your hairstyle, get your wig fixed, or I think you need to do better as a mom and make sure your kid come to practice on time. You know what I'm saying? Or I think you need to get better as a person so you can get a man. You see what I'm saying? Like you can get dirty and nasty. You can get nasty. And I've seen these kind of things happen. And this is how all these like brawls and stuff, happen that we see online and on YouTube and stuff. Right? You don't want these kind of battles are things that you don't even want to entertain. The best thing to do, walk away and say, look, I understand you're upset. We can talk about it at practice Monday or whatever day, your next practice. You know what I'm saying? But because if you start getting personal, you know what I'm saying? You start getting personal, a dude come out there, the dad come out, man, I should have coached the team, well, you need to worry about your wife and your best friend. You need to I'm one of those people that just I keep it too real sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that start major issues. Pick your battles, guys. Coach Cleve said. But it's the truth. Don't get personal. If they get personal, let it go, man. Like, and look, I know it's hard. I know this shit hard because I've been there. I never forget, guys. So there was an incident that happened probably around 2020, I want to say 2021, and I shared this before on the previous show, but we had a game, first game of the season, chaos ensues, kid leave pants, all of this stuff. So a parent on another team, on our younger team, said, "Hey, this kid can wear my son pants." They knew each other. I think they probably even family, right? I think they was family cousins or something like that. And the parents like, "Hey, yeah, he can wear, his pants." Okay, cool, problem solved. And some random guy, I don't even know who this dude is. I haven't even seen this dude, right? He kind of said, that's disgusting. You're going to let that happen? That's disgusting. Man, y'all, I snapped, like literally I got in this guy's face. I said, man, I don't even remember everything I said to him. But I was like, dude, if you don't get away from this sideline and get out of my face, we're going to have major problems. Do you understand? You need to go up in the bleachers somewhere and sit your ass down. And literally, like, everybody got quiet. Like, you can hear a fucking fly fart, okay? You can hear a fucking gnat fart. You hear me? It got quiet. It was in front of the parents. It was in front of the kids. My coaches are like behind me, like we do, like we the outsiders, right? We like the greasers, they behind me, like, all right, if it's gonna go down. Now, mind you, my coaches are like big guys too, like me. we gooning a little bit. We gooning. Hey, my assistant coach, his hat turned. He like, all right. He like, now, mind you, my assistant coach is my nephew too. Like, you're gonna mess with my aunt, this right? So like this going on. I just say what I need to say, and you would think like the storm clouds went over and all of that, and I said what I needed to say, and I was like, all right, guys, y'all ready to play? And then the sky just broke back, sun started shining, all of that, right? And during the game, right? The game starts. I look back in the stands, and poor guy up in the stands by himself in the corner. And parents now, this particular year, I had some parents who, like, I'm talking about the women, they rowdy. They like, hey, Coach B, don't worry about him. We'll beat his ass for you, Coach B. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. What have I done? What have I done? Because I pride my programs being the classiest programs in our league. Like, y'all know me, like, I'm super big on class. But the mom's telling me, like, Coach B, I don't know who he is here. They were saying all kind of crazy stuff. He a bitch ass nigga. I will be. Y'all know how it is. Some parents are about that, And again, though, that goes to my point. Pick your battles. Okay? Know who you are. Know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Know your triggers. And you just have to pick your battles. Like this guy, I didn't know him. He just ran, and it's funny because I ended up seeing him again at a high school game. I was coaching high school, and I was going up to the box, right? And he was like by the box talking to another coach that I knew. I stopped and talked to the other coach. Then this guy, he looked off like a beat dog, like looking off like I didn't exist. And I was like, oh man, I feel bad for the guy. Took his soul. You know what I'm saying? I took his soul. Poor guy. You know what I'm saying? So just know, pick your battles, guys. Okay. All right, guys. And number 3, and again, guys, I hope y'all getting value. If you are, be sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Where are we on likes, Miss Beast? 24? Okay, we had 24 likes, guys. We're halfway there. We're halfway there, guys. If we hit 50 likes today, we're going to give away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle. Man, come on, guys. I know we've given away so many that most of y'all, half of y'all already got it or bought it, which I appreciate, which I do appreciate. Okay. And you know, I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me share something with y'all about this Playbook Bundle, man. I had a coach who won. I ain't going to call the names. Or name. I had a coach who won, and he just, Coach Beast, following up on the playbook, Coach Beast. This my 3rd time, Coach Beast. Man, I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna. You know what? He about to spoil it for everybody. Because he don't follow directions. Mind you, this guy messaged me like the next day, or I tell you guys, give me 48 hours to get back to you. Just not listening. You know what I'm saying? And he almost spoiled it for here. I was about to say, you know what, to hell with it. But I said, you know what, I'm not going to do that because we are who we are over here. We're givers. We're about generosity. I want you guys to have an opportunity to win. We're different over here, right? And I'm not going to let one, see, pick your battles, right? I'm not going to let one situation spoil it for everybody. Y'all see what I'm saying? So, again, make sure y'all get those likes up. I appreciate it, Coach Irvin, man. Appreciate it, brother. And so, yeah, guys, let's get them likes up so we can give away some playbooks. I love giving away the playbooks. Like, it's my favorite segment. All right, let's get to it. So, point of order number 3. Build a program bigger than politics. Oh, this is so good. Build a program bigger than politics. Okay? The strongest programs don't eliminate politics. They make politics matter less. Now, I'm here to tell you, if you want to really shut down a lot of like wild politics that goes on in your program or in your league, have good policies already set in place. That's very concrete, right? Create your written standards, have your standards for playing time, your disciplinary actions, and set your expectations. Okay. Now, let me ask y'all this real quick. I want to know, how many of you guys have to deal with the board or got a board a part of your program? Let me know. Like, you literally have to like be direct with your board. Hey, Coach B, you fine. Coach B said, I only sent mine on Sunday because I suck at emailing and was worried I spelled it wrong. Man, that's so funny. This the thing, Coach B. I don't mind anybody emailing like on Sunday or whatever day, right? The thing is, like, if let's say you follow up with me, let's say the 48 hours, right, afterwards. Okay, cool. I promise you, I got it. And if you don't get your playbook over that weekend, for example, you're gonna get it before the next show. You're gonna get it before, because as I go through prep, I go through my progressions. I look, you know what I'm saying? Everything show related, I handle it, and you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But some guys are so entitled. You want a goddamn, I'm sorry, rent time. You want a free $1,200 playbook, right? And some guys are so freaking entitled that you hassle the guy that's giving you a free freaking playbook that thousands of other coaches have purchased. How freaking entitled must you be? And then when you get your playbook, You don't say thank you or nothing. You just go on about your business. Because you wanted your playbook the same day, right? So I appreciate you guys who have shown patience and respect. Coach B, Coach Austin, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff, man, I respect it. And I appreciate you guys for your patience. And out of all the playbooks, guys, I've given away, it's only really been two bad apples or ungrateful mofos that I've had to deal with out of this. But again, it's the perfect time to talk about it because the show is beautiful. the show topic is on point for me to even bring this up. If you win a playbook, thank you for your patience. You may not get it right after the show. You may not get it, Saturday, but you're going to get it. And everybody get it before the next show. Okay? It's a free damn playbook. You know what I'm saying? What's the alternative? You pay for it. It's free. Enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like have some grapes on my hand. Have some great. Hey, guys, check this out. I'm sick as a dog. This happened Monday. Yeah, I'm sick as a dog. I'm over here. Then I get an email. Coach Bees, this is the blah, 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 blah time I message you, and I still don't have my playbook. Like, really, man? Coach Ken said, surprised you still sit. Man, I know. And quite honestly, the only reason I sent it was because I'm a man of my word. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Ungrateful people. Ungrateful. All right, guys, let's get to it. Sorry about that. Y'all know I have my little rant segments and all of that. So again, guys, make sure you build your program bigger than politics. Make sure you have those written standards, expectations set in place. I give my stuff to my parents day one, and I make their ass sign it. Because, and this goes back to what I was saying about having a good relationship built with the league president and the league office. Because when a parent starts to cut up and they don't like something, the first thing they're going to try to do many a times is go to the league behind your back and try to talk to the president and say, well, Coach Beast is not playing every kid. He's not playing my son. And now, mind you, with me, I play every kid. I don't play every kid in the position they want to be. If your son 250 pounds, he's not going to be my goddamn quarterback. He's going to be probably my guard or my tackle. You know what I'm saying? And so parents literally get salty with that kind of shit. And they'll go to the league. And I actually had that happen before where a parent went to the league behind my back because their son in this situation, I think their son was the quarterback or backup quarterback. He was one of the two. He was in a quarterback battle, right? And he didn't get the starting quarterback position because he didn't show up for practice. And y'all know my rule with practice. He missed like 2 practices. And let me go even deeper on this. Let me go even deeper. This parent liked Coach Beast. She had a crush on Coach Beast. Ooh. She had a crush on Coach Beast. Yeah. But Coach Beast didn't have a crush on her. And so she got salty. Her son didn't show up to practice for like 2 days. I stick to my rules. And it would have been, and it sucked because the kid was talented. Loved the kid as an athlete. He was a good kid. But mama got mad because mama wanted Coach Beast and couldn't get him. And so she wanted to be salty, then bring, okay, well, your son lost the quarterback battle because this other kid showed up. And that was really the X factor. And it kind of sucked because I liked this kid's skill set. He was kind of like a dual threat guy. He wasn't a big kid, but he was kind of like a Bryce Young kind of kid, like a point guard kind of quarterback, where or Johnny Manziel type a kid, where if he get flushed out of the pocket, he knew how to make plays out of the pocket. Love that kid, right? But mama was acting funny. And so she ended up going to the league and saying that, you know, I'm paraphrasing here, that basically her son not getting playing time. Now, mind you, the season haven't even started yet. You talking about playing time. Your son in a quarterback battle. And you talking about playing time. No, he lost the quarterback battle. The kid was gonna get a hell of a lot of playing time because of his skill set. I was going to use him as my speed demon, my hybrid kid, you know? And so she got mad, reported that to the league, and then I got a call from our league president. Shout out to Kamika. She like, Coach B, listen, when the parents talking about you ain't playing the kid, I know you. Don't even worry about it. I just wanted you to know, you know, and don't sweat it. You know, and then I asked her, did she sign the parent agreement? And she said, yeah. And I told her, hey, there's nothing I can do about it. Coach B's the good man. He's one of the best we got. That's what she told me. That she told the parent. And guess what happened? Nothing. 2 weeks later, guess what ended up happening to the kid? She pulled the kid from the team. Pulled the kid from the team. And so, you know, that's the power of having relationships built with the league and with the president, because if they know you and know your character and know who you are as a person, when parents bullshit and try to do stuff behind your back, guess what? You're good to go. Y'all got me. All right, guys. What's up, Coach Worthy, man? Welcome, man. Coach Worthy says, what's up, Coach? My bad, I'm late. I was over on TikTok first. You are good, my guy. You are good, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And again, if you are watching for TikTok, I see y'all over there. If you are watching from TikTok, I encourage you to come on over now, because we're about to get ready to do our live Q&A. And then if we hit 50 likes, do our playbook giveaway. Now, I don't know if we're going to get there today. Now, I don't know. We got enough people to get there. All you got to do is smash that like button. If we get 50 likes, we're giving away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle, the Big Kahuna. All right. But the only likes that count, guys, is the likes over here on YouTube. That's why I'm telling you to come on over to YouTube. You know, I love my TikTok people. Now, if you don't want to be a part of the Playbook giveaway, cool. Stay on TikTok. We ain't going nowhere. But if you want to be a part of the giveaway and the Q&A, come on over to YouTube. All right. We're at 33 likes. Appreciate that, Coach Cleve. So we're getting close. We're getting close. All right. So, and here's another thing, guys. And we talked about this last show, player evaluations and things of that nature. Document everything and keep everything. This is something not even in the notes, okay? Document everything. Y'all hear me? And you keep receipts. I keep receipts. Maybe it's because I got an HR background. My degree is in human resource management. And I'm here to tell you that the thing, if it's anything that they taught me that I remember, it's document everything. So I document every freaking thing that happens in my life. It's a life skill. And so the same thing with you guys. You're doing player evaluations. You know, if you don't know how to do it, I encourage you to watch the previous show. Watch the previous show. I teach you guys how to document everything. Also, I have free tools for you where you can get the evaluation sheet and all of that good stuff. Okay, that's a part of the free practice plan. Now, I made it a big bundle for you guys, absolutely free, so you guys can have different resources going into the season. Okay, so make sure you got everything documented. Keep it, don't lose it. File it away. Get you a file cabinet. Literally, like Miss Beast, about a month ago, she got a file cabinet. She went to Facebook Marketplace, got a file cabinet from somebody in our community, and she keep all of our files put up safe. And she know me, and I know her, and we just keep receipts with everything. And I ain't talking about just store receipts. I'm talking about literal, like, evaluation sheets, parent forms, birth certificates, the whole 9 yards. You see what I'm saying? Keep all that shit. It's important. All right. Let me see. Coach Max says I did not see the evaluation sheets. Yeah, if you go back to the show, as a matter of fact, you don't even have to do that. If you go to my playbook store and look up my full season practice plan, I think I moved it to the top. If I didn't, it's still at the bottom. Full season practice plan. You can get the evaluation sheets. It's a part of that. Okay, I just added it last week. Okay, so you'll be able to get that. All right. Yeah, Coach Joe says file cabinets or Google Docs. Yeah, man. Yeah, like me personally, I do most of my stuff digitally unless it's something important where I have to have it physical, physical documents. But yeah, man, make sure y'all keep up with y'all important stuff. It's so important. All right. Here's the last point, guys, and this is super, super important. And appreciate it, Coach Charles, man. Thank you for the love, brother. Recognize the Judas in your organization. And don't just stop there. Recognize the Judas in every organization around you in your league, because I'm here to tell you there are Judases everywhere. Y'all got me. In every organization, not everyone wants your program to succeed for the right reasons. Protect your culture, guard your leadership, and don't share every plan with everyone. Y'all got me. As a matter of fact, what I would tell you guys to do, and I know we're getting close to the football season. A lot of you guys' first games in 2-3 weeks, right? You better know who the Judas is in your program starting today, okay? Your Judas maybe is an assistant coach or coaches. Your Judas may be a parent. Your Judas may be someone in the league. It may be another team, a coach from another team. But know who your Judases are. Y'all got me. And guess what? Here's some news. Don't come and say, well, man, I don't have a Judas this year. Man, it's a great season. We got a great program. Thank God we don't have a Judas. Oh, yeah, you asking for it now because you got one. I'm telling you, you got one. Now, all Judases aren't created equal. And for those who don't know what a Judas is, let me be clear so everybody's on the same page, okay, with what a Judas is. Most of us, are familiar with the story of Jesus and how he was betrayed by one of his disciples, right? One of his disciples the disciple that betrayed him was Judas, right? So, and it's funny because Jesus knew, check this out. Jesus, I'm gonna get preachy real quick. Jesus knew who was going to betray him. He knew that Judas was going to betray him. So much so, Jesus was such a gangster, right? Jesus over there eating with his disciples, right? Jesus eating ribs. Jesus eating ribs, sweet tea, collard greens, neck bone. No, I don't know what he was eating. But he over there eating with his disciples. And while he's doing that, he says, one of you are going to betray me. And his disciples are going back and forth, and they're saying, is it me, Lord? Is it me? Surely it isn't me. And I can imagine Judas like, man, how the hell Jesus knows? How the hell Jesus knows I'm going to betray him, But Jesus knew. Jesus was so gangster, he let him know, oh, when are y'all going to betray me? Right? So, make a long story short, Judas did betray Jesus. Then Judas ended up hanging himself, unaliving himself. Right? And Jesus went on to fulfill his prophecy, right? So here's the point. Check this out. This is a good story. I wasn't planning to go this way. Understand this. Know who your Judas is, but it doesn't mean that you have to act on that Judas, right? Don't mean you have to expose that Judas. Know who they are, because 9 times out of 10, that Judas is going to unalive himself, right? And can y'all believe TikTok just like restricted me? TikTok stay restricting me. Hey, TikTok stay restricting me. It's all good. It's all good. If you're watching on TikTok and you hear this, come on over to the YouTube side. TikTok mad at me, I guess, because I'm talking about Jesus and Judas and all of that stuff, but neither here nor there. But understand that know who the Judas is. The way you handle it is, if the Judas is not causing a major ruckus, you don't really have to act, because usually the Judas is going to either leave your program or they're going to try to flare up and cause issues, and then you can address it then, put that fire out. But what you don't want to do is get blindsided by somebody you thought was for you, and they turned out not to be for you, okay? I did a whole show on Judas, and I probably do another one on Judas because it's that important. A Judas will try to get your ass out of the league, try to kick you off your team and take over your team. Okay? A Judas will attack your character and defame your name because they want your shine, or they want your power. They want your resources. They want something that you have, right? They want something you have. So make sure that you know who they are so you don't get blindsided. Y'all got me on that. Super duper important. All right, guys. So that is it with the clinic segment of the show, man. I hope y'all got value from that. I really do. Man, man, y'all made me go, and man, y'all got me preaching. Y'all over here got me preaching. What's up, Boogie Meister, man? I haven't seen you in a while, brother, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Right now, guys, we're about to get ready to go into our live Q&A segment, sponsored by the Reaper 45 Challenge. Eliminate average, become the standard. And for those who don't know who the Reaper 45 Challenge is, this is for coaches, yeah, you, who not only want to be a good coach, but you want to be the best version of yourself as a man, as a woman, as a leader. It's all about personal development, okay? If you want to be a part of the Reaper 45 Challenge, just scan the QR code, join the Brotherhood of Coaches. I always say many are called, but very few are chosen. You know, we go 45 days, guys. We eliminate being average. We're trying to be the top 1% in what we do, with everything we do. So I encourage you guys to join the Reaper 45 Challenge. Once you sign up, you'll get an email from me, and then you'll get an invitation to our private Facebook group where you will join the brotherhood of other Reapers and Reaper coaches. And we have coaches who've already graduated. And guess what? We do give out certificates, and we give out some badass shirts and all of that stuff. So those are things we're working on in our Ascension program. And man, I want y'all to be a part of the Reapers, because we are about to take over this thing. We're about to make football, youth football, great again. No doubt about it. All right. So let's see. We're at 46 likes. So we only got 4 more likes to go before we give away the playbook. So we're going to do live Q&A for about 10 minutes. And then we'll give away a playbook if we hit 50 likes. So hopefully we'll hit that after these 10 minutes and go from there. Okay. I see you over there, E Woods. E Woods is talking to hey, Miss Beast, E Woods has partnered with you, and he's like, get y'all asses over on YouTube and hit that like button. Hey, E Woods ain't playing. He's like, get over here to YouTube. All right, guys. So if you have a question, now is the time to drop it in the comments. Okay. I seen you guys drop questions at the beginning. Drop them again so I can get to them. Okay. So here we go. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna just call you MM. MM1449 says, how many scrimmages should we have before the start of our season for a 7U team new to tackle? Now, I'm gonna tell you what we do. Okay. So we make scrimmaging a part of our practice. Once we start practicing in full pads, we're going to scrimmage at least twice a week, usually. We're going to scrimmage at least offensive day and defensive day. So we will scrimmage twice a week going all the way up until our first game. And we really, for us, scrimmaging is a part of what we do and who we are. So that's what I would tell you. Now, also, you may want to scrimmage another team, right? Now, I've had years where we scrimmage, my 12U team scrimmaged the middle school, and we whooped some middle school ass, okay? Like, I've done that before. Now, I've done it where we scrimmaged another team in another league. I've done it where we scrimmaged a team in our league, okay? That's up to you, but usually if I'm scrimmaging another team, I usually don't like to scrimmage more than once or twice with the other teams, okay? Especially if they're in your league, maybe once, right? Because you may have to meet that team again in the playoffs and they're familiar with you and you like, man, shit, I shouldn't have scrimmaged with them, Excuse me. Now, like I said before, though, with your own team, we scrimmage at least twice a week. You know what I'm saying? And that's for your benefit and their benefit. It's going to help you coach them up and all that good stuff. Bacasa, I hope I said that right. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. They said, hey, coach, love your stuff, man. I appreciate that. I really do. All right. What? Okay. Okay, let me see. Y'all bear with me real quick. I got some good news. We have officially hit 50 likes. Big congrats, guys. So that means that we are going to give away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle. Again, if we hit 60 likes, we will give away another one. If we hit 70 likes, we'll give away another one. So really awesome, guys. Congratulations. I'm really happy because I was kind of worried for a minute. I won't lie, I was worried when I seen 16. I was like, 16. What the hell? This ain't my nation. This ain't Beast Nation I know. All right. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me. Let me I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss some of y'all questions. So I'm trying to start some of them. All right. Y'all coming with it today, man. What's up with y'all today? I like it, though. I like it. All right. Here we go. Super Rogue 17 want to know, what do you do when you recognize the Judas, but the head of your organization is blind? Ooh, good question, man. So this is what I would do. If you, first of all, build trust with the head of the organization to where they honor what you're saying. Okay. Now, because I'm gonna tell you something about a Judas. They're like a snake. They fly, they're slick. A lot of them are very manipulative. So they are trying to build trust with the very person that they're trying to deceive, manipulating, unseat. Okay. So one thing that's important about it is, number one, build relationships with the, head of the organization. Okay. When you see that Judas doing something that they have no business doing, trying to sabotage the program, you can go to the head of the organization in private. You can go with somebody else you trust, a fellow coach or a person that sees the same thing. You go to the head coach in private. That way, not only does he have your word, but he got the word of a witness. He may not even act upon it. Okay. And then if he end up getting snake bit by that Judas, guess what? He gonna look back at you like, damn, you was right. You told me. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes the head coach won't listen because they don't see it, or they may have some kind of relationship or trust built with that person. And if that's the case, sometimes that coach has to deal with getting snake bit, and you just need to have the mindset of, well, I told him so. You see? All right, let's see here. Next question. Let me get this one real quick. Bacasa on TikTok says, what if the president of the organization is a Judas? If the president of the organization is a Judas, I wouldn't even call him a Judas. He's more of a pharaoh. He's kind of a pharaoh, right? He's a Xerxes. That's a 300 analogy there, meaning that if the head of the table is a Judas, we'll use that term. Sometimes you got to, man, get the hell up out of there. I'm gonna just be real. Sometimes you got to get the hell up out of there. I'm gonna be honest. It's just like this. It's just like this. If I was a part of a business where I knew that the CEO of the company is, laundering money, that's a sinking ship. I'm running. I don't want to be associated with it. Right? So especially in the context of youth sports, man, if you know the president of the organization is a Judas, I'm getting away because I ain't trying to be guilty by association. If he's doing something that's harming kids and all of that, I'm reporting it and I'm disassociating myself. Call me a snitch and all of that crap. I don't even believe in that snitch rule. And look, Coach Beast was raised in the streets, a little bit country ghetto, I call it. And everybody talk about the snitch rule. I always thought the snitch rule was stupid. Because I don't want to do nothing that jeopardizes me, my reputation, and being associated with that kind of BS, It's funny because even like as a hiring manager, I used to work in HR, and my boss would tell me, look, if I'm gonna just say it, guys. Okay. I'm not saying that this company is wrong or anything like that, but I'm just telling you what my boss told me. My boss said, if you got applicants applying to this company and they got McDonald's on their resume, don't consider them for hire. And when she told me that, I'm like, like in my head, I'm like, why? That's kind of mean. She said, because every time we hire somebody from McDonald's, they end up having bad customer service, bad personality issues, and they mess up the culture of the company. So if they worked at McDonald's, don't even consider them from their resume or consider them for hire. And I know that sounds messed up, but that's an example of what I'm talking about, guilty by association, right? Do I think everybody who work at McDonald's got attitude problems and all of that? No, of course not. But obviously enough of them do to where people don't want to hire them. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of my take there. All right, Midwest Perspective 5320 want to know, any recommendations on running the diamond formation out of the shotgun for 10U to 12U? Any recommendations? The number one thing I would tell you, man, is make sure you run all of those guys. If you in a shotgun diamond, make sure you have good core plays, at least 5 to 8 core plays. Feature all of your running backs, including your quarterback. I don't know what kind of quarterback you got. Let's just assume he's a dual threat kid. Run all of your players. Make sure they all get reps, okay? Don't just run one player and use the rest for blockers or none of that. All right. So, and I also make sure you mix your off tackle, your sweep, and your misdirection plays, and also make sure you got plays designed with the pass in mind, with passing in mind. I'm a play action pass type of coach, so use the run to set up for the pass. So that's what I would do. All right. Hope that helps. All right. The Boogermeister says, need good drills for linebackers and gap control. Okay. Now, I'll tell you, like, a lot of the drills we do, coach, with like gap control and stuff with our linebackers, we do a lot of 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s, that kind of stuff. And we teach them how to read and react and take good angles, angle tackling drills. I'm going to tell you something we like do ad nauseum. We do W drills where the kids have to backpedal, then accelerate forward. Like, we do that like crazy, right? And we also do flow drills to where we're teaching our entire team how to react to the ball carrier, run to the ball, right? So those are the things that I would recommend. Also, I would recommend you, if you haven't already, get my Building Champions drill book in the playbook store. Just use code FREEDOM50, get it 50% off. It got a plethora of drills for linebackers that you can use to teach them gap control, gap discipline, how to read, react, flow, scrape to the ball, the whole 9 yards there. So that would be my recommendation, Coach. Great question, brother. All right, Coach Hernandez want to know, what would you do to help get your players to memorize defensive plays? The number one thing I do, Coach, is I would rep the hell out of what I'm teaching them. I would not give them too much too early, okay? Start them off with like 4, maybe 5 looks, similar to offense. Like when I'm installing my offense, I'm focusing on the core plays first, right? My first 4 to 8 core plays first. Same thing on defense. I'm focusing on my first 4 to maybe 6 plays, right? We're focusing on Bama blitz, Alabama blitz, our cloud coverage look, our sky coverage look, okay? Them the first 4 we're focusing on. And then I start teaching them strong left, strong right. What is that? What does that look like, right? And then we will rep the hell out of those things so much to where the kids are like, Coach, we get it. We know it. Okay, I'm glad you know it. We're going to rep it until you dream about it, goddammit, right? So that's what we do. We install the cores first, right? And then from there, we rep the hell out of the cores. Once they got a level of mastery with the cores or competence with the cores, where we begin to see that confidence. Now, for those who don't know, high reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed. Speed is going to get you a hell of a lot of wins. That's not just a saying, right? High reps, the more they do the reps, the more confident they're going to be to know that, okay, if I'm a middle linebacker and I'm doing Alabama blitz, for example, right, I'm shooting the A gap. Defensive tackles know I'm shooting the B gap, right? You see what I'm saying? And then now we're switching it up. We doing Bama blitz, so the middle linebackers will hit the B gaps, and me, the defensive tackle, will shoot the A gaps. Now we rinse and repeat. Now you as the coach, as you see them getting confidence, and now they're playing fast. That's when you know the mastery is coming. Now they're playing faster without you telling them to play fast. They're playing fast because they know what the hell they're doing, right? Now you can add, okay, we're going to add Cali blitz in there and Delaware blitz, C gap and D gap blitzes. Now we can get nasty. I can get these kids certain keys, right? I can get them nicknames: Eagle, 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 Hawk, 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 Captain, Captain, Captain. And then you can start saying Captain, Captain, Alabama. Captain is our middle linebacker, right? Our Mike. So if I say Captain, 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 Alabama, but the play is Cali, right? We'll say 4-4 Cali, where he usually would shoot the C gap, right? If I say captain, 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 Alabama, guess what? Everybody else is still going to do their play with the Cali blitz, but captain is going to attack the A gap. You see? Now we're just stacking. Now we're stacking, right? Let's say if I call 4-4 Alabama blitz, right? That's a double A gap blitz. And I say wingman, that's my wheel. If I say wingman, that's the wheel. If I say wingman, Delaware, he know he's going to attack the D gap on his place, on his side, on the speed side. You see what I'm saying? So, but it all starts at the foundation, okay? It all starts with those core plays, teach them the basics, and then build from there. All right? Hope that helped. Man, I cooked with that one. I wasn't even expecting to go X's and O's with that one today. All right. Coach Joe want to know, how can I deal with an assistant coach who doesn't listen or respect the program without beating his ass? That's the main thing I got. Hope he sees this live. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all notice I got some new sounds, man. I got some new sounds. That's funny. All right. This is what I do, coach, in this situation. Don't beat his ass, first and foremost. Don't beat his ass. All right. We don't want that. What you want to do in this situation, coach, is number one, have a meeting with this coach, have it with a witness, okay? Let him know the issues that you have. Now, you probably already did this. You can let me know if you already did this or not. Let him know your problems and your discrepancies. Hey, Coach Bubba, listen, man. I want to have this meeting because there's a few concerns I just want to bring to your attention. I'm the play caller on offense. We're running the beast offense. I know you don't like it, but I've been seeing you talk a lot of, saying a lot of negative things, and it's starting to spread, and that's not the way we want to go with that, and a lot of times, guys, I start like a detective, like, is there an issue you got like with me or the program, my leadership? And I shut up. And then usually they like, man, no, man, you good, man. Man, I love this program. I love what you're doing as coach. I love everything you about as coach. Now, mind you, they've been talking mad crap, about you and stuff, right? But I'm telling you, when you ask that, they're going to be, because they're not going to expect you to say that. And now they got to put on their mask real fast to hide how they really feel, right? So they're going to be sounding like this. Okay. they're gonna sound just like that. All right. So just know that. But then just tell them, and you want to be grounded. Do not be emotional, coach, because I'm telling you, if you already saying that you want to whoop his ass, you are 1 or 2 steps away from whooping his ass. Okay. I know from experience, brother. I know from experience, trust me. So you want to do that, and then let's say you had that conversation, and then he bags off, and 2 weeks later you hearing shit again. I would have a coaches realignment meeting where literally I'm meeting with my coaching staff, and we're addressing the issues and problems that we have. Okay. And then I'm reestablishing my guidelines as the coach that I already had with them, right? On, before the season started, on day one, before the season started, I had a coaches meeting. They know my standards and my policies already, or they should, right? And if they don't comply with that, I'm going to ask them to lead the program. No, I'm going to tell them to lead the program. And I've done that a few times before in my 15 years to coach. And I've done that, I think 2 or 3 times. where I said, look, listen, um, things ain't really working out the way that I thought it would, or things is not improving. And I think it's best for you to it's going to be best for you to leave the program. And I'm telling you, be professional with it. I'm asking you to lead the program. And look, they may bitch and moan and get mad and all that. Like, okay, well, I get it, but we asking you not to come back. And if they get like real disrespectful to where they like, man, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell. I'm bet I'm gonna be back tomorrow. If they come back tomorrow, don't tell them. You can tell them you want. I don't care, but make sure you got a cop. Call the cops. Say he trespassing. He's not a part of the program no more. Just had the cops out there, and usually the cops, handle that situation. Especially, check this out, especially as it relates to kids, because they don't want no kids put in dangerous situations. Like, look, this guy, he's belligerent. He's not a part of the program no more. We asked him to leave. He came back, and now he's jeopardizing the safety of the kids. Because now, if something transpired, we're going to have a problem. The cops will come out, handle that situation. Okay? That's what I do, Coach. All right. Great question, man. Don't beat his ass. Don't beat his ass. All right. Coming on down. 2 more questions here. Coach Woods want to know, I plan on running the wing and gun T system. Good choice, Coach. Do you run all of the plays? And if not, do you have a system of which plays you will run and how many? So yeah, Coach, man, like for me, I'm starting with my core plays. I run 5 to 8 core plays, right? And I coach my senior team, 12U. So we got 8 core plays. Then we'll have 2 or 3 passing plays, and then 2 trick plays. So what I personally like to do, y'all already know what I'm about to say. I like to go into a game with about 15 plays. I have 20 ready, but really 15 is what I usually utilize, right? My 8 core plays, and then my passing plays and running play and trick plays, excuse me. And so, when it comes down to the core plays I got my sweeps. Now, mind you, think about this. You got your sweeps to the right, your sweeps to the left. That's 2 plays right there. I got my off tackle to the right, off tackle to the left. That's 4 plays, right? Then I got my dive plays. That's 6 plays. Then I may have a misdirection there. Let's see, you running the wing T plus gun T. So, you got that, you got the buck sweep. You got the fullback dive. You got the wing back counter, right? You got the waggle play. That's a pass play I'm adding in there. You got the cross counter, right? That's another misdirection, trick play, right? And then you just go to the gun, use the other, you got the jet sweep in the gun. You can use that, right? Left to right. You got the buck sweep out of the gun. You see what I'm saying? You got the quarterback power out of the gun. And then you got of course, you got a plethora of pass plays you can choose from, but I only choose 2 to start off with that. And before you know it, you got 15 to 20 plays to choose from. But going into game 1, start with 5 to 8 core plays, and then just add, let's say, 3 passing plays and 3 trick plays if you want to do that. And then you good. Okay. So hope that helped, man. Hope that helped. And I know I'm not I'm probably gonna, Tuesday, I'll probably do another show on the wing T plus gun T for you guys. So I can just kind of lay out how many plays you should call and all of that good stuff. I think that'd be really good. All right, guys, let's see here. Coming on down. Let's see. Making good time. Let's see. I'm going to do one more question unless we get a super chat. If we get a super chat, I answer the super chat question. But if not, I got to pick one question from the bunch. And guys, again, if y'all are getting value with the live Q&A segment, man, hit that like button, man. I really appreciate you guys, and subscribe. I hope that y'all are enjoying the show. If y'all are enjoying the show, give me a hell yeah in the comments if y'all are enjoying this show today? Let me know. Let me know. We kind of deep. We kind of deep. We got, let's see, we got about 53 eyes watching right now. That's really good. That's good. I like it. Let me see. Oh, I just want to answer this one. This is an interesting one. Coach Dan want to know, how do you guys feel about the coaches who only have offensive plays and not defensive plays? That's interesting. If he's a head coach, well, if he's a head coach, what it tells me is that he's probably an offensive minded coach who enjoys offense, and in that sense, there's nothing wrong with it. But if he's the head coach, he better get a defensive coordinator. If he don't like calling defensive plays, he better get a defensive coach. You know what I'm saying? If not, he's an offensive minded coach, and he probably should be an offensive coordinator. Because here's the thing with a lot of coaches in youth football, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. A lot of coaches become the head coach of the football team because they want to call freaking plays. They don't really even understand what it means to be a head coach. Being a head coach is about leadership. They don't want to do communication. They don't want to do fundraising, right? They don't want to do none of the external crap that's related to off the field activities. They just want to call plays. So what they really want to become is an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. They don't want to be a head coach, because a head coach is 90% leadership, 10% football, if I had to just be honest about it. Now, if you got a really good team, Mom, that makes your job a lot easier because she can handle a lot of the off the field activities. Like Miss Beast handles just about all the off the field activities. As a matter of fact, Miss Beast talked to the women. I don't even talk to the women in the program. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm telling you, Miss Beast like a bodyguard, but when women come around, Miss B, you messing with my man? You messing with Coach Me? You don't talk to him. You talk to me. You address me. You don't address him. I'm the VP of this program. That's Miss Beast. Miss Beast, man, look. Miss Beast see a woman walk up to me. Miss Beast like a linebacker. Miss Beast like Callie. She make hey, Miss Beast shooting that C gap. And she talking to them women. Cause she don't want everybody talking to me. She don't, look, you address me, you don't address him, okay? I'm Miss Beast. He Mr. Beast. You address Miss Beast. That's her. I'll tell you, hey, Miss Beast don't play. Mm-hmm. Hey, look what she said, y'all. She said, nope, trust no one. Miss Beast don't play. She said, do you know where I'm from? I'm from the IE. I'm from the IE. If you from Cali, you know what the IE is. It's the Inland Empire in Cali. The high desert, right, Miss Beast? Yeah, high desert. All right, let's see here. Y'all bear with me. Last question here, guys. And thank you guys for all your questions today. They have been phenomenal. All right. All right, Coach Hill want to know, hey, what advice do you have for an OC who was asked to join the staff by the head coach? But as time goes on, you realize you don't have much of a role at all. Ooh, that ain't good. That's an organizational issue. That's a big organizational issue. It's tough because, like, if I was in your shoes in that situation, before I take the job, I'm asking the head coach, what is my role in the program? I want to know his leadership style, because some head coaches are more dictator like they like to kind of control all the stuff in the plays. Some are CEO types. They like to be very hands off. And if you're the OC, they let you cook. If you're the DC, they let you cook, right? Sound like this coach is more of a kind of a dictator type of coach. And if he's that type, I would communicate with him, because if you haven't communicated with him already, I think it's important to have that line of communication and understanding what your expectations are. And that's what I would go to him with. Hey, coach, man, love your program, love what you're doing. Thank you again for the opportunity. I'm just trying to understand kind of what's my role in the program as the OC, just so we on the same page. Because right now, I don't feel like I'm making, I'm making an impact or doing my job as the OC. And then you can be very specific with them about like what that thing is. Like, I'm not really able to create my plays or install my plays. I'm not able to call my plays, so I'm trying to understand what my role is. And then from there, you know, there's some grown man decisions that need to be made. Maybe he's a man, look, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't even know you felt this way. You want to call plays, you want to start your stuff. Okay, cool. Like that's the perfect situation for you, right? The nightmare situation, would be, look, man, I thought, yeah, man, I made you the OC, but man, look, man, I think I made a mistake, man. If they say that, move on, man. Just move on. Find another program. Start your own team. I mean, this youth sports, so I'm very black and white. If I'm in a situation where I don't feel like I'm being valued or the coach is not listening to me, why am I here? You're wasting my time. Life too short, right? Peace out. But I will say that in a lot of situations though, coach, if sometimes a good conversation will solve 80% of the problem, you know? So let me know how that goes for you, coach, man. I hope that helped, man. All right. All right, guys. So that is it for the live Q&A segment. I really appreciate you guys for your questions. Again, the live Q&A segment is sponsored by the Reaper 45 Challenge. Eliminate average, become the standard. All right, guys. Are y'all ready for the playbook giveaway? If you are, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Give me a hell yeah. And again, guys, if y'all are getting value from the show, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. This show is all about youth football coaching and leadership, okay? We are trying to grow this as the biggest podcast for youth football coaches and leaders in the world. And we are on our way, guys. We are on our way. We are growing like crazy. I think the last time I checked this morning, I think we're closing in on 26,000 subscribers, which is phenomenal. My goal is, y'all know me, my goal is 100K plus with subs on YouTube. We're already at almost at 180,000 subs on Instagram. 55, I think we have 55K on TikTok and at 56K on Facebook. And so I really appreciate you guys following me on every single platform. We are growing and we are not going to stop until we are the best of the best of the best of the best. Not just the biggest youth football channel, but one of the bigger channels on the web. We're not going to stop until we're there. All right, guys. So for those who don't know the rules for the giveaway, let me explain the rules. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you questions based on what we went over on the show. Okay. And those who get it correct, I'm going to pick a winner from that bunch. If you get it correct, I'm going to pick a winner from that bunch. If you get it incorrect, tough titty, better luck next time. Okay. Right now, let me see how many likes we got, Miss Beast. Okay, right now we at 55 likes, so look like we only going to give away one playbook today, which is fine. But so if you do get it wrong, tough titty, better luck next time. All right, guys. So here we go. And I love that tough titty emoji that you just did, Coach B. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All right, here we go, guys. Let me start some music, and we're gonna get this party started. Let me see here. And you know what? It don't even want to comply. Like I'm trying to get to the music, guys. It won't even let me do my thing, y'all. Like, don't you just hate that? Like when you trying to like just launch some new stuff, it's like, bruh, no, play this old stuff. All right, so here we go, guys. Let's see. Some new music and it was fire. Okay, I think I got it. All right, here we go. Check this out. Let me know what y'all think about it. Oh yeah. Yeah, y'all like that? Technology, you gotta love it. Technology had you looking like an ass. You done prepped and tested over and over, and then when it's showtime, it don't work. But yeah, that's fine. All right, here we go, guys. First question. So earlier in the show, we was breaking down things that you need to do to mitigate the risk of having problems with your league president, your board members, the whole 9 yards, right? So I said you need to build blank before problems. You need to build blank before problems. What am I asking you to build? 60 seconds. Let's go. And again, guys, if you're new to the show, man, so glad to hear, man. Welcome to the Beast Podcast, where we talk football strategies, tactics, and most importantly, this is where and be sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We want you a part of the nation. 20 more seconds, guys. Yeah, I like this. I think about this TV. Yeah. Y'all was listening today. I think y'all was listening today. All right, cool, guys. So that's it. So again, guys, during the show, I was talking to you guys about mitigating risk, right? And I said that you need to build relationships before problems. Build relationships, that's the word I was looking for, before problems. So if you got that correct, big congratulations. But there can only be one. So the winner of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle is new drum roll too, guys. The winner is Coach Hernandez. Congratulations, brother. Big congrats, man. So shout out to you, Coach. You are the winner. Y'all give him some love. Show him some love in the comments. Show him some love. And to redeem your playbook, Coach, all I need you to do, bear with me as this loads up. All I need you to do is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, that's beastoutyou@gmail.com. All right. And what I need is your name, username, and the playbook that you won, which is the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle. Okay. And also just give me 48 hours to get it to you. If you don't hear from me in 48 hours, just shoot me an email. Okay. I promise you I'm going to get it. Just shoot me one email. So if you don't hear from me by Saturday, email me. All right, coach, by Saturday. It's crazy because, like, again, y'all know I had a little rant earlier, and this other guy messaged me saying, I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, what's the deal? But anyway, just message me. Hold on. Coach Hernandez says, I have the whole bundle. Oh, man. So what you want to do, coach? You want to pay it forward? You want me to select somebody else? What you want me to do? Let me know. Let me see here. Usually what we do, guys, if a coach already has the bundle, which is shout out to him, by the way, or if the coach has already won, we'll just pick another winner. Okay. Let me see here. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Hernandez. He says, pay it forward. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, Coach, man. Shout out to you. That's what it's all about over here on Beast with Beast Nation. All right. Coach Nick says, I need the shirt, Coach Beast. Is that official merch? It's not, man. It's not. If you want the shirt, though, I can give you the company I went through. I need to get them as an affiliate. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to get an affiliate. But Tack Day is the company. If y'all like this shirt, but I will tell y'all see this shirt. A lot of our shirts, our merch shirts, are going to be like this in terms of the texture. This is a dry fit, like quick dry, is really awesome, man. Comfortable as hell. A lot of our shirts are going to be like this, okay, guys. And it's going to have like quotes similar to this. So yeah, Tack Day is what you want. All right, so here we go, guys. We got another winner. So the winner of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle is Coach Chris. Congratulations, Coach. Big congrats, Coach, to you. Let's see. Coach Hernandez says I wasn't expecting to win. I'm telling y'all, look, when I pick winners, it's off of straight intuition. Y'all hear me? Straight intuition. Like I literally don't like be like, oh, he's the first one that got it, I'm gonna pick him. No, like now sometimes I do pick the first one just because of my intuition, but I literally go down, see who got it right, and then I just follow that gut feeling. Boom. Right? And that's how I do it. That's how I do it. And my gut feeling usually don't lead me the wrong way until the other day, and I got pissed off. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, guys. So congratulations, Coach Nah. All I need you to do, again, email me at beastoutU@gmail.com. I need your username, your real name, and the playbook bundle that you want, which is the Beast Unleashed. Okay. So that's that, man. That's that. Big congrats. So, guys, that's it for the show today. So let's put them ones up. Oh, you know what? While we putting them ones up, I forgot to mention, if you did not win No worries. Everybody's a winner on the show. Okay. Everybody's a winner. So if you want to get your hands on the Beast Unleashed playbook bundle or any other playbooks that I have in the Beast store, playbook store, all you got to do, choose your playbook, and then just use discount code Freedom50 at checkout. You will see the section where you can enter your discount code. Use discount code Freedom50 at checkout. Get any playbook you want. And this is going on for the month of July. I strongly implore you to take advantage of this, because when July is out, this is out. Okay. So definitely take advantage of that, guys. So let's see. We got them ones up. So let me leave y'all with this. When it comes down to the league, guys, look, and come down to coaching, you're going to have adversity. Okay. You're going to have adversity. You're going to run into problems, but guess what? Focus on what you can control. The things you can't control, look, go on about your business. Leave it alone, because a lot of this stuff take care of itself. You know, there's a saying that I heard someone say that if you don't play with shit, it's going to harden and it's going to go away. Don't stir up shit. When you see shit on the ground, don't get a stick and play with it. It smells worse when you mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever been around like a dog? Speaking of dogs, my dog just came in here. You know, you got a dog, he pooped, and then you mess with the crap and it smells worse. Sometimes when you see shit, leave it there. It stinks for a minute, let it dry, harden, and it goes away. Okay, guys? That's okay. All right? Be professional at everything you do. Be number one at everything you do, right? You want to be the standard in your league. You don't want to be that program that got the reputation of, man, they always fighting and fussing. Y'all see it on YouTube all the time. These brawls and crap happen. And then what you hear the coach say, man, I hate it because the kids get hurt the worst. Well, you should have thought about that before you start swinging blows at the parents and the refs. And then a lot of times these programs have been going through ups and downs for years, and then it just goes to a head, and now they kicked out the league. Don't be that program. We're not that over here in Beast Nation. We're trying to be the standard in our leagues and in our cities, and that's what it's all a freaking about. All right, guys, that's what it's all about. So, guys, that's it for the show today, man. Love you guys so much. Appreciate you guys so much. So our next show is going to be Tuesday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. We're going to talk some X's and O's Tuesday. We're going to talk some X's and O's. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, y'all hit that subscribe button and notification bell so y'all don't miss the show Tuesday, 12 noon. Also, next week, our Thursday show may be moved to Wednesday. I'll let y'all know for sure. We either have just a Tuesday show next week or move the Thursday show to Wednesday, because I got the business to handle on Thursday next week. But we're definitely having a Tuesday show, and then I'll let y'all know if we're going to have a Wednesday show as well. All right, guys, that's it, man. Love you guys. Your war chief, Coach Beast, is out. Peace. God bless, guys. You too.